Weak secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake. Nix. Short throw caught by Dulcich. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
And how about this young man? Took the NFL world by storm as a 6th-round rookie, signature mullet, mustache, but 21 touchdowns for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Great personality, and everyone gravitates towards this guy. Teammates love to win with a quarterback who leads them like that, and fans love to root for a guy who seems just like them.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, a run from White, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, here's White. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no game.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot. And they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th. fail. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 12. Back to throw. Nix. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand that the ball gets to the well so many times in the game, the defense starting to anticipate the call.
On 3rd down, Nix. And that is incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. Now Lutz for the field goal try. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Minshew, 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. They run straight ahead here with White. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw here, O'Connell. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll let this go for Adams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Throwing on 1st down. Nix, that's taken in, complete to Reynolds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Nix, the left side complete to Troutman. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nix. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. For the defense, the problem wasn't so much that they let him catch that drag route. It's that they had nobody around him after the catch.
As you well know, when they make the catch, you have to make the tackle on the spot.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Adam Troutman from a yard out. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So 4th down coming up. What do you expect?
They've gone for it time after time. They haven't punted yet. I don't know what's right anymore.
O'Connell here on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
They started this drive back.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. This is 2nd and 8. Off play action. Nix. That's complete to Troutman right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
A final shot before break. O'Connell looking deep for Adams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far. Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Breaks through the contact, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Nix throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reynolds. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. The slot man in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
In motion right, one of the tight ends. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Josh Reynolds from 6 yards away. And the Broncos take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, O'Connell. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders get a bit closer. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2.
O'Connell's throwing for it.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
On 1st down, Nix.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nix.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. From the gun on 3rd down. Nix.
That is caught.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Now we give up the middle to Williams.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Back to throw. Nix firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Off the play fake. Nix under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Raiders are right back in this football game.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost. Coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. O'Connell working from the gun. That one's complete out to Michael Mayer.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
O'Connell looking to throw on 1st.
This is White on the screen. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Back to throw, O'Connell.
He gets this one to Johnson. Breaks the tackle, now with Allen. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Wright.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
He'll let this go for Adams.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's O'Connell looking to throw it.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Slant to Adams. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. To the air again with O'Connell.
Eluding the... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Aiden O'Connell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I put the word big in capital letters here.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down and 6 now. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee.
So it's a win here for the Broncos, and it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, he had a great night throwing the football. Wound up with 3 touchdown passes for the game, and his leadership, it really showed through in this one.